Hello and welcome, my friends. Habits here, and maybe. Oh, I'm in a splash. I thought it said I'm a splash, which was more interesting, but less practical, really. How y'all doing? You want to be a splash? What I don't want to be is a splat, right? As always, guys, we're kicking off the world, and our number one priority here is let's not die or lose the world. But man, oh man, did we make massive progress for that little endeavor yesterday. Oh my gosh, if you haven't done it yet, do yourselves a favor, go check out the VOD. I mean, not if you're here as a part of the chat, right? If you're here in the chat, hang out. I'm glad you're here. Say hey, see what's going on. We're gonna have ourselves a party. Yeah, more to come on that. Give me just a second. It'll be less than a minute, but I'll let you guys say hi to Daisy here. I will be right back in just a very, very quick moment. All right, we're going. Trying to get everything set up right. It is once again a out of the rack into the chair kind of morning. Yes, I brushed my teeth. No, I didn't take a shower yet. I'm gonna do that before I go and hang out with my friends tonight. Um, it was another wow. My voice is a little gone if you can't tell. Whew, roller coaster of emotions last night. Oh my God. Colorado Avalanche, of course, is what I'm talking. Yes, they played the Hockeys last night, and it was awesome. In the end, right? Pretty much about 5 minutes into the second period, pretty much after they finally scored. Here, let's go over to the farm and see how far did it get when we left it. Right, we were doing the nether stuff at the end of the last episode. Um, so we do need to check this out a little bit. But yeah, they started off looking like they hadn't learned anything from the first game, right? And for folks who don't know, it is both NHL and NBA, that is professional ice hockey and basketball, playoff season. And Denver or Colorado, the Colorado Avalanche and the Denver Nuggets are both in the playoffs and are both highly seeded, right? They are I guess low seeds, high expectations, right? The Denver Nuggets are the best team in the Western Conference. Um, so they, on paper at least, they would be expected or hope to go to the NBA championship series after winning their way up through the West. We'll see, but they seem to be off to a great start. They've had two strong. The second game had a little more of a hiccup, but come on, it's the playoffs. So they had a little more, I guess, excitement 2 nights ago. They got through it and finished very strong. Made it kind of less of a deal. But for a moment there, it was looking a little exciting. Go ahead and do this while we're talking. Right? We always kind of need XP, so that was great. Then the Avalanche had started their series on Tuesday night. They're, for the most part, until NBA starts like spreading out more. They, at least for this last little bit, have been every other night. Nuggets or the Nuggets and or basketball in general don't play their games as often in the playoffs. Hockey, it's pretty much every other night, right? They just go 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 go. With the NBA, there usually are three or four uh, like games are every third or fourth day during their playoff seasons. They get stretched out a little bit more. Both are good. I'm the big hockey fan, so I'm more prepared for. Yeah, we're just gonna we're just gonna be going every other night, and then if it's a best of 7 series. So if you dominate, if you win your series in 4 games, nobody else. The other team can't put up much of a fight or is just unlucky, however it plays out, then you get time to rest while all those other series are finishing up, right? Kind of your little reward in the midst of things. So we got about a level there, which is just fine with me. Sorry, guys. This is just getting us going. If your series goes to 7 games, you're going to play all those nights and get more tired, right? You'll be less rested going into the next series. And while it's very entertaining, and there's nothing quite like a Game 7 in the playoffs in the NHL, I don't think. Tension and excitement going into that, knowing that one team is going to advance and one team is not going to as soon as it's over. And the reason I say NHL, of course, is the overtime capacity for that Game 7 could go on forever, right? Hockey in the playoffs. Hey, Skash, how you doing? Good morning to you. Well, good evening to you. Good morning for me. So I love that idea that, hey, if 2 teams are playing well, the goaltending is hot. You could end up with the length of 2 games. And in fact, Dallas and Minnesota almost had that in their first game. They went a period and a half, over a period and a half of extra time, overtime hockey. And in the regular season, much more like our friends around the world are familiar with football or soccer, in the regular season, you ultimately go to penalties, right? You have breakaways for skaters, and they have a shootout where they go in just against the goalie. And it's probably a slightly higher save percentage than the soccer variety of penalties, but it will decide something pretty quickly. In the playoffs, as it's always been, there isn't that. Playoffs, you just keep going. 5 men on a side, just as you would in the middle of the game. They drop the puck, you play another period. If nobody and it is sudden death at that point. So if somebody scores, it's over. But if not, do another one and another one and another one. The longest a team of mine, I think went to 4. Colorado, Chicago, I think way back when. Maybe it was 3. It felt like forever. And when it's your team, it feels, because then every single little play, like this could be the one that either scores the goal and wins it for us, or if that mistake, if the goalie lets in the puck, it's over. We lost. So you feel every play, every second. It is so intense. Wonderful. That's why we like sports, right? So none of that last night. Fortunately, the Avalanche, who had lost their first game and were down despite being favored, got themselves down by 2 goals in the first period to start the game, and they looked like nothing different. Like they're slow, sloppy with the puck. It was a mess, and everybody's just kind of sitting there going, what? This isn't the script. This isn't what we all signed on for. Well, then they got a goal. One of the goals that Seattle scored against us, the second one, which kind of really deflated, it was a shorthanded goal, meaning that Seattle had taken a penalty. Colorado was on the power play, a man advantage. Should have had a great opportunity to score, and Seattle scored a goal. That shouldn't happen in the playoffs. It was awful. So it was looking pretty bleak, but then they came back, got a nice goal. I believe Arturi Lehkonen got the first one, right? If I'm remembering the order right. And then immediately the team energy was like, oh, you guys decided. And they were just flying and continued to for the rest of the, like just total light switch flip. They dominated from then on out. Um, uh, Nichushkin, Choo got the second goal, I believe. So that tied it up. And then it did stay a bit of a battle, and you had to kind of consider, is it going to go into overtime? But nope. The guy who's the current player whose sweater or jersey I have and was wearing last night, Devin Taves, uh, beautiful shot and scored the goal, got us in. But now, hockey side aside, the series is tied 1-1. I'm very happy and excited. My voice is shot, but we're gonna go along anyway. And we got Skash here in chat. Skash, normally I wouldn't ignore you that long, but we had to come down here. I don't think you were here at least to see this, right? So let's go show you our good fortune. This is where we started in the Nether. It's pretty convenient, I gotta say. I like the location. Oh, hang on, game. All right, it's fine. It's just the Nether. You guys are gonna be good. We just gotta wake up there. All right, there we go. So we made steps up. We've explored all around in here. It's very nice. It is a Crimson Forest, so hoglins, but I half slabbed this. I think technically, well, I don't know. We are technically in Crimson Forest here. We are technically in. Do we have to be up to get the Nether? Because we didn't see hoglins in the fortress. We were up here yesterday. I don't know. We made a little safe hallway. We've done, I think, most of the exploring, but maybe we missed something. Beautiful little setup here. The one really important thing that we don't have yet is soul sand. And we could either take that from under the steps, but more likely we're going to have to go outside. Regular Skelly. I don't know exactly how all this maps out. I'm a little scared all around, but I want to be, right? I want to be careful, cautiously scared so we don't do something stupid and lose the world. But from the extent that we've been able to see anything so far, no soul sand biomes or anything that are just a quick little hike out from here, right? And we may get some on the edges of land, but hunting around for that is a bit tedious, right? So I think what I'm going to be looking at and considering, again, here's where I'm somewhat worried about the hoglins coming, not only in their ability to inflict a lot of damage on us very quickly, but also to knock us off from high places, which could kill us quickly. Minimize those possibilities. So I think I'm going to have to do something I really don't like to do, which is I got to take this out of here temporarily, just so that we can grow and have it more, instead of just wandering around and waiting here. We're going to have to grow this stuff back home. It's a bit of a bummer because I like these little gardens in, and I think, once we Once we get a little bit further along, we'll bring this back and, or, find more soul sand and replant these. But at least at the moment, getting a start back home on growing netherwort is important. We did find a blaze spawner. And if I remember right, it's down here. Maybe not. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and grab this. I can't remember where the interior portion, exterior portion, transition room, with the little lava well and all that, where that got to. We'll get to know this very well, don't you worry, but I guess enjoy it while we've got the right up. No. Is it back down here by our trench? Maybe. It's there. Is it this way? Shouldn't have started here. Oh. Oh, but look at that. New chest. Had we not? Maybe we hadn't gone this way. Pretty low turnaround there because these are not fully grown, but we get a couple extra. I think we were at 43 when we started, and now we're at 60, so good there. Oh, was it up here? No. How did we get to the bloody thing? This is all closed off. That just goes home. That has nothing in it. Wait, was this the one that was all sealed off? A couple of those safe. There it is. And then this was the one that we left the junk in. Let's go ahead and take it as well. Just so we're all cleaned up. And then this is the appeal out here. I don't have any blocks. I don't think we're gonna set it up. But for Skash or anybody else dropping in who hasn't seen already, we got a blaze there. Very likely that is coming potentially out of that spawner up there. So we can use that to farm up some blazes. I would much prefer them to be in the hallways and stuff so we can keep them in, or at least have a big platform. So at some point we'll build that out. And I think while we're here, I hope this doesn't get messy. this nice and accessible. And where I don't have to wander around every time. All this being done right now, other than we needed some soul sand, really don't have a lot of intent or expectations for nether stuff today. We came through, got it. We were so fortunate that we're really kind of in good shape. I kind of think that for a good part of today, we'll do some boat tripping and go explore a little bit more. So this is the one that I had saved, but I think we can go. I want to switch that so this all remains nice and colorful. I hear you, Blaze. Love to have you come through. I don't want to fall in this hole. Right there. Oh, hi. I'm glad you came. We were just talking about you. Ah, no blaze rod though. Dude. Very much listening here while we're going. I hear like the lava slime, but we're listening for the bones of the wither skellies and skellies. There we go. All right, let's go fast. Oh, you know what? I didn't. I got you now. You might get me, but you can't get away. Still no blaze rod though? Dude. Oh. Oh, he almost knocked me off. Oh my gosh. Woo. Come on. Eat up. That's a mistake. Now I hear more, right? And that was something I was kind of okay with, kind of not. I don't like the surprise drop, right? And I was kind of counting on, oh, wither skellies, if they come, will rattle around on the ceiling, so I hear them coming. Our smite sword, I was going to say slashing, that's not it. But our smite sword is really effective in those situations, so good there. Now, that's where the spawner is, so what I'm kind of working here at the moment, what are you doing, dude? Is, reading some links back and forth so that all of this can open up. It's unplanned, but this is ultimately the preparations for XP kind of Wither Skelly farm, right? Where we just open up levels and run the heck around and spawn up around ourselves. So I think keeping, I hear you. Where you at? Ooh, I see you. See some lava slimes. Not super excited about them. And we do have to watch out for piglins because we're not wearing gold. See, now they're up top, I think. But if they're up top, then they could drop off there. Or off the end there and come after us. I don't know, this feels stupid. I don't have gold armor on. We got what we came for out. Oh no! What? How did that even happen? Guys, somebody tell what... Oh, are they up on top? Maybe I have to cap my walls. I bet that's it. I bet we need to slab here. That's the kind of stuff that could get us killed, guys. Here, I think. Let's do the rest of these first. No. One shouldn't be a problem because it's only one. Could they spawn on top of our portal as well? All necessity at the moment. And that's why I took the soul sand out of that garden, whatever planter, whatever you want to call it. Now we can't see as well. I do think we'll ultimately try to go down to the lava from here. Maybe like make stairs out this way along the edge of the building. But I know this is not the most attractive. It just gets the job done, right? All right. I think we made it safer. Could be wrong. That's my theory as to how that hoglin got in here. I think he spawned on the edge and maybe pack spawn, they do come in groups, so maybe there's ones outside the walls. I don't know if I can do anything about that, if that's even a deal. But I could tell you, the fewer hoglins there are right there or wandering through into our basement, the less chance of absolute disasters befalling us. So, all right, a little progress. Next up, I'm going to make, I think, I know I talked about how, oh, now we got all this room. This could be the beginning of our storage. I think actually I would prefer to put that over there. Don't worry, though, we're not digging a ton of deep slate up this morning. Maybe late in the stream, if I'm still going and want to get more done, we'll come back to it, but put you guys through a lot of that yesterday. All right, so soul sand, it slows you. It's you can't crouch on the edge of it. Here's something we often run into out in the Nether, right? You come up to a lava lake, ocean, or whatever, and you're putting down blocks, you're making a thing. You come up to the edges of these, it will let you fall like right off into it. It's low enough that if you're on this edge, you'll actually catch fire from the lava. It's a super, super pain in the butt. But there we go. Normally this would be a 5x5. Normally I do a couple of them. But we'll take what we've got. Be very, very, very grateful for it. I am super happy. And that will keep on rocking. Now, what did we end up with? I guess we really haven't ended up with much of anything yet. There's nothing else that's particularly nether down here. But we do have this, and I haven't actually gotten rid of anything yet in the world. So, well, I mean, we've thrown some stuff out and assumed that it will despawn, but there we go. Stone sword, lava'd up. So there we go. We had just decided to poke our head into the nether yesterday, see where we were going to end up and what we had to deal with, and we could have had a terrible portal placement and, basically gone, okay, I'll put some deep slate around it so the gas don't blow it up, and then we're good. Instead, well, that. So sadly, no luck on the. It's right here. I was like, where did I put the horse stuff? I knew I had made a box for it. There and there. Oh, we got to get coal today, too. We talked about that. Extra flint. Some raw pork. I know we cooked up some pork chops early. I don't know if we ate raw pork, though, so let's do that. Top off our steaks for the day. There. Couple more gold bars. That was graceful. Chests. If we do go on a boat adventure, should we bring them with? Kind of like that idea. We've only got the one ender chest, so there's nothing in it yet. Until we have Silk Touch, it doesn't give us a whole lot of benefit, other than being a pretty awesome chest that we've got. So boat adventure, two-pronged. One is discovery and finding new stuff, all that awesomeness that goes with it. The other is getting some more coal, because while we have a ton, right, we've got these three are all fully loaded. This is not, so this kind of reveals exactly where we're at. There's that filled up. Now we only have 22 pieces left. But with the big caves and stuff that we've discovered underneath our base, the torch supplies have been getting consumed. So basically, um, let's just have it and be done, right? This is what we know we need. So I'm gonna take. We don't need to do it in here. I could have just done it in my inventory, but make a whole bunch of torches. I don't immediately need them, but we will. By the time we get back from the boat trip, we're gonna be out of. Uh, have used, I'm sure, 21 in some way along the way. I've gotten them back. So, um, I think for the purposes of travel and to space it out so we get to go to sleep tonight before we start our trip, we're going to make another shovel and a hoe out of diamonds. Um, the hoe is kind of a waste. For one thing, we've already got one over here that we're trying to enchant into fortune for the crops, but taking another one is a bit of a stretch, frankly. It's okay though. We're gonna put it in here. We'll put these chests. We're taking boat with chest for expanded cargo capacity, and we're off. Now we don't have any remaining treasure maps or anything like that. We're just starting clean. I guess we should go through the river because it'll keep us closer to our farms, and we can. Ooh, look, a zombie. All right, dude. Hey, look, you can hang out. You just got to take care of the cows and chickens, all right? And leave the XP for me. There they are. So one more pass by the farms, keep them growing and all that while we're gone. They're pretty close to ready, but we did heavy farming yesterday too. When we get back, no promises that we won't do it again because we're level 47. I would hope. I don't think we're going to get a ton of XP while we're out here. You never know. But hopefully we can get into level 48. Then it's just 2 quick levels until we got another enchant to apply. Um, and that could really go in any direction as far as the discussion of what do we need most. Fortune 3 on a hoe and Silk Touch on an axe for bees are at the top of my list. And we still have pants and shirt of diamond that we want to get enchanted with something. So we've been pretty much all the way up along here, doing exploring, getting treasure chests, all that kind of stuff. And we've been out this way a good ways too. Just gonna cut this way because I think that's Stony Shore. We should see some pockets of coal. I remember we got efficiency 5 and fortune 3 on our unbreaking 3 on our fortune 3 pick. So we'll use that a little bit for coal. Normally I save it just for diamonds and gold. But I think now that we have our potions, we're kind of cranking up towards villager trading in a big, effective way. So, shall see. So there we go. There's some coal. First part of the mission, we'll get some stacks of this. In fact, if depending on how this little Stony Shore goes, or if it continues, we could pretty much just turn around and go back after our coal run. I suspect it's going to fill up rather quickly with the Fortune 3. It's usually how these things work out. Check our way back here. I'm not worried about copper, not really worried about iron. Just the black. The black gold that's not oil. Stony Shore, not quite as good as mountains for getting coal iron. But the convenience factor is pretty significant, right? Hmm. I don't really care about it, but it seems insulting. I don't know. We go caving and stuff, and it's like there's no time, no inventory space. Right now, we've got the inventory space. It's just, we go to on one trip to the mountains, and whatever we get here is just a joke. So, but we had just 2 days ago gone to Spawn Mountain and harvested. So then we found the big cave and used up a lot of what we gathered in torches. So, oh, you damn it! This is the one part of Stony Shore that absolutely sucks. All the too high drop offs. And are you kidding me? We're actually going to go that way, huh? Okay. Neato. So, yeah. The wild week of playoff activity for Habbage continues with Denver Nuggets tonight. Going to be awesome. I hope. It will be awesome for me either way because I got a buddy in from out of town and we're going to hang out. So, pretty cool. He went to the game last night. Was supposed to be coming in today. Left early and got some last minute tickets to the hockey game. So maybe he's a lucky charm. Unfortunately, he will be going back to his home with his family, and if that is the lucky charm, I don't think we're going to convince him to hang out. I'm not really superstitious. For folks who are, and some people take their superstitions incredibly seriously. Not so much for me, but I do. I love the playful bit of it, right? I just think again, it's. I mean, a lot of sports athletes are superstitious too, right? So you can't say it's all ridiculous. I was just gonna say my general thought, and this isn't just off the top of my head now. I do think like the idea that you say, oh, I was wearing this jersey and it's lucky. Like I just said, last night I happened to be wearing Devin Taves' shirt, and he scored the game-winning goal. It's the only one of a current player I have, so it's not like I have a lot of options. I have a lot of other ones, though, from former players. I kind of have one active at a time and rotate them through. They're expensive, not just oh, yeah, I'll get another one of those. So, having one that's current is kind of fun. And having some of the past players as well is kind of fun because now a lot of the younger fans and stuff are like, oh my gosh, you have that jersey. It's like, yeah. what do you think we wore back in the day? But getting to the point where you as a fan are like, oh, if I wear this lucky sweater, they're going to do well. I think that takes a lot away from the fact that no, that the players playing well is going to going to make them do well. But I do, your lucky socks and all that. Like, oh, what colors are we wearing today, or things like that. I think it's a fun thing to do and a fun setting. I think there's no problem with it, but do I really, if I start talking about stuff like that, do I really think that it was my lucky jersey that made it, or a friend being in from out of town and being at the game that they won? No, no, I don't. Um, and I see that play back and forth a lot of ways. Uh, People that really do get into the superstitions are like, shut up, man. No, seriously, you have to sit at that spot in the table, right? If you switch seats, we're gonna lose, and they will worry about it, stress about it, like, um, and get agitated if people aren't in the correct spots that they think they need to be in, or that kind of stuff. So, it's fun. My dad's mom, who I never, sadly, I knew her a few times. Absolutely, the times that she came to visit us in the United States when we were young children, we absolutely fell in love with her, right? And it was so easy, right? Grandma's here. She's from another country. She's bringing us presents, and there was none of that need for day to day. Oh, I'm an adult. She could like literally just spoil the heck out of us, and stayed for like 3 weeks or whatever with our family, and it was a blast. As a young kid, absolutely loved it. Um, but my dad has always said, she was playfully superstitious, because her birthday uh, had been on a Friday the 13th. So she always claimed that as a lucky day. That not only was 13 her lucky number, Friday the 13th, whenever they fell, were like an extension of her birthday to her. And again, playfully, as my dad says, but she knew all the superstitions. My UK fellows would probably know better than I a lot of those things that she sayings and things that she said. But there's something about magpies, uh, a little rhyme about keeping off the bad luck of it. Like if you see a magpie or something and you don't sing the song, then they'll give you bad luck. Or I don't know, but there's lots of every place has lots of those little things, and we all, it seems, well, at least of the kind of Western European tradition, whether it's here in North America or probably even Central America coming out of Spain, but like there's long been the tradition of knocking on wood if you say something that could have a possible negative output. Knock on wood is what we grew up with around here. A lot of people touch wood. In the U.S., we cross our fingers for good luck. You may have heard me say cross your fingers, eyes, and fingers, toes, and eyeballs, right? Whenever we open up a chest that might have an enchanted book or going to enchant for luck, just kind of a spin on that, right? Like, what else can you cross? So that's where that comes from here. But I know in Germany, it is. Oh man, my German, it's so long. What's is thumb Dromen or something? And it's like uh duck duke. I don't know. I gotta look. It's like tuck your thumbs, but I think it's like a DD. Drunk or not drunk like alcohol, but um, Druck, maybe Druck die Damen. Damen are women. I know that. Dromen? What is German thumb? Hang on. Investigative news. German Druck die I'm not close. German thumb. I don't need images. What is the German thumb story? I don't know if I need to know about that. Just tell me the word, dang it. Oh my God. How is this so bad? Why does Google Translate not just come up when you say Daumen? Okay, so I was very close with Daumen. There's a U in there. Daumen is thumb. And is it Druck? Tuck the thumb? In Daumen einsehen. I don't know if that's right. Here we go. German phrase of the day, die Daumen drücken. D-R umlaut U C-K-E-N, drücken. Die Daumen drücken, not always, but sometimes the same as accompanied with a hand gesture where you press the thumb down into the palm of the hand and wrap all the fingers around it. And local Germany site. Let's go. We're all learning. I knew this from way back, like middle school German class. Dude, I don't think you do care about my privacy, you the local. If you want to show someone you're hoping for good luck in English speaking countries, all you need to do is cross your fingers. But in Germany, this gesture won't work. In fact, you may get a few strange looks if you cross your fingers for someone. It's because there's a completely different idiom and hand gesture to go with it when you're hoping for the best of someone. What? I'm reading this poorly because I'm going between all the ads. Instead of crossing their fingers, Germans press their thumbs. Press, not tuck. So rather than telling someone that you're crossing your fingers for them, you'd say, Ich drücke dir die Daumen. I've never crossed my fingers for someone. Well, I guess that's what I ask you guys to do all the time. Um, I guess you say fingers crossed here is the American. Like, it's never so, like, oh, you're going to take a test? Fingers crossed. Like, good luck, right? Um, I'll press my thumbs for you, but it literally means I'll keep my fingers, or but it means I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. All right, well, that was dumb. Good, but dumb. The site. Um, we've kind of reached a point here, and I think how are we doing? Look at all. See, I told you we were going to get a lot of coal. Let's finish our coal trip here. We'll see if we can find some more. And then we're going to go home, and I'm actually going to restart the stream. There is a ton of difference. Like when we went into the nether, it paused for a bit, froze. And I've got a ton of difference between what you guys are seeing in my stream manager and what I'm seeing in OBS, lag wise. And I don't like it. If you guys are trying to chat to me or anything like that, I don't know. And it's not, it's like, instead of the normal like 3 second kind of difference, it's like 10. So as we finish this up and go get that coal, if you guys are feeling like I'm not responding to your chat, just bear with me for a second. I will probably get back to it, but I may not be seeing it as cleanly as I would like. So we're just going to restart everything. We'll have this as our starter intro part 8 episode. And then we'll do a full. Oh, it was awful. I was like, I'm falling, and I gave up while I still continued to fall down the steps. This is what we needed here. Bonk, 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 bonk. And I did say, like, oh, maybe on our boat trip we'll get up into level 48. Well, with all the coal, we're doing slightly better than that. And we're just keeping a little eye. You can see the coal, obviously, we're going through a ton more than we would with diamonds. I hope that if we basically jam our inventory with coal and go all the way home, that that really takes care of us for a while, right? Any more down here? Footsteps sound so loud without any music. There's where we parked. We'll get those. We'll come back along this side and then head on home. Wrap it up. So maybe an hour and 15. We're getting close. It's supposed to be going up this way. What happened? It's an overhang, not coal. I'm hoping that just as we get closer, the coal pops out, and this isn't just a total waste of time. Coal? Hello? I saw some way down the coast. We're gonna park here though, where it's nice and low, and then climb up. Oh. It doesn't matter. We very much could be using just our regular pick here to get the coal as well. Keep going. Keep it coming. Um, Personally, I think the faster we get these stacks filled, we can move on to other stuff. Come on. Come on. Mouse wheel. Goes so nice and fast. Can't wait till we have all efficiency 5 all the time. But I can. At the same time, I talk about that all the time, don't I? Don't be in such a hurry with your Minecraft that you're like, I want to get all the way through so I have netherite and stuff. Well, yeah, if you do all that, then you blasted through a lot of the enjoyable content. Was it that one that we saw? There's this one. Keep going. Nope. Good though. All right. I love my respiration helmet. It is so good. Look at all this gravel. So we just wanted to swim over here, but it looks like the stony shore bit is going the way of the gravelly shore bit. Maybe not right here. Oh, there you go. Still getting coal quickly. But not quite as much of it as we do with the fortune pick. go. Oh, damn. That part I'm not particularly wild about. Accidentally using fortune on stone. Awesome. Oh, there's some down low there. Of course I just did this to myself. Hey, you're on perfectly good dry land where you could sleep for the night, but how about you go swim to a place where you can't get out of the water? There we go. No harm. No harm done. All right, we just want to get a few extra pieces. Oops. Sometimes that efficiency, it's a lot to handle. There's a lot of power there. All right. Oh, almost all right. Got it. That was very good. Look at us. We got coal, and we still are going to come along this far edge on our way back home. Else we might have missed. That stuff over there. Got some caves. Let's go peek. Dude, everything is all. Not much of a cave, but it does have more coal. Oh yeah, we got to go back over this way. We got our boat and any coal on this little low bit here. So another collateral stone. Bonk, 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 bonk. Ooh, and I was not expecting all that gravel. I thought this was just going to be solid. That could be a trap. Let's, no. If we're pulling coal off the top of it and breaking blocks alongside, if they were going to fall, they would have. I was the one complaining about footsteps, so I guess the music is welcome. That will work. And now here, we don't have to climb all the way up there. We're just kind of shooting along and seeing if there's anything tucked into the banks. Like this. Yes. If you just heard that, 2 days in a row, guys, you're in for a special treat. The leaf blower and lawn care folks are back again today. Yesterday, after I went outside last night, I saw, or after stream, they aerated. That's what they were doing yesterday. Uh, I guess today is just standard yard care stuff. Here. Might as well try, right? But if I was doing this, what I really should have done was cleared my inventory. We can get rid of the dirt and the granite. $30. Pigo. Go, buddy. Okay, there it is. Bonk. Ooh. Zombie sounds. We got cows and chucks and pigs. Hell, it's like a zoo up here. There's stuff down, but I mean, come on, be good. You're kind of hidden away. I mean, glorious things for our output. Oh, it's like a double. We'll figure out the inventory stuff in a second here. And that isn't going to mess up our inventory any. Okay, now for sure there. And take the short stack, right? Piece. Come on. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, look at this. This is kind of a farewell present. Pretty great. Boats show up well from underwater. I don't want to swim past it. Ooh, dolphins great. We're swimming even. There it is. Swimming even faster. They're like, why you get in the boat? We gave you our grace. Fantastic. So back home, unload, right? Obviously, and we could load up the chest boat with coal as well and keep going. I'm a little tempted. I was kind of as soon as I saw like, oh yeah, we're definitely gonna keep rolling with this. I was like, maybe we'll get all the way up to level 50 and just go back when we're ready to enchant something. Um, we'll definitely get the next half level or remainder there to get up to level 50 when we do get home. We'll sleep on this little island. Um, tells us where we'll restart. And again, I apologize to anybody in the chat. I've seen view numbers kind of all over the place. Um, but I know like Skash was in here briefly and then gone. And we were kind of talking about showing off the nether when that happened. If anything got messed up in this segment of the stream, I apologize. If you've been trying to say hello or what's up and haven't been responsive, um, the very unsettling bit is in the stream manager. Um, the stream time is at 1:12:40 right now, and on the thing it is at 1:12:35. Oh, hey, no worries, dude, man. Don't worry about that. Happy Friday night to you. Cheers. Cheers to you. I've had a few drinks the last couple nights, and I'm gonna again tonight and again tomorrow, and then I'm gonna um, hope for, hope for a little break. Hopefully by that point, Denver will have wrapped up its basketball series and awake away. Like, dude, I really don't trust myself in chats right now. Like, dude, everybody in chats has had a few drinks or other stuff. Um, in case folks aren't aware, yesterday was kind of a big day for the weed smoking folks. So belated happy 420 to anybody who's so inclined. Here in Colorado, it's always been a big deal. When I was back in school and all that, it was massively huge. But we have a double edged here in Colorado. Um, I don't even know how many years ago it's been now. 20 to 25. Um, couple troubled high school kids shot up their school, and it was kind of the first massive premeditated, done by children to their fellow students type of school shooting, which tragically we now hear about all too often. But Columbine and all the senseless violence that happened that day, and everything that has come in its wake. Um, we we have that, and at the same time, Colorado is massively 420 crazy, right? Just comically, it's sillily so. And I got no problem with you if you do. I will freely admit I've enjoyed a time or two throughout my life. I am far from your regular or everyday or anything close to that partake person on that 420 kind of stuff. Um, let's do. Being as full as they are, it makes me worried that I left some back in that cave. But okay, I might have left a piece or two, but we did a pretty good job. So we'll fill. Actually, let's do this. Fill like that. Now blocks. Dunk, 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 dunk. And then we can do this. So these three are have always been. There are like we need to make glass, or we need to cook cobble and make stone, or anything like that, where we need to do bulk cooking of full stacks of items. We can throw them in there where the blocks are, right? Um, when you light a block of coal, it will burn for a long time. You can cook a lot of items on it. So if you're just cooking like, 19 pieces of raw iron, putting it in here may not, that may work out fine. I'm not sure of the exact math, but like, it's not ideal, right? You're going to have this furnace is going to keep going a long time after. So you want to use the block coal for the big jobs, right? We'll keep this furnace for our food and small stacks of ores or whatever else that we're cooking. And then we can just top that off as we go along here. And since we already have a full uh, chest of stacks of loose coal, we'll take these guys, spread them out, and just top these off a little bit more. And now our coal problems are solved. And that has not quite cooked down yet. So, there you go. Oddball. And another piece of cobble. Stack of cobble. Very cool. All right. Here's the deal. Skash, thank you. For me, it was nothing, dude. I actually the night before when I got back from trivia and all that, I was in Omni's thing. They're on the East Coast. They were already like, "Oh yeah, yeah," chat going crazy and all that. Um, oh, nice, nice. I'm glad you got some reconstruction done. Very good. Um, hope it hope it behaves better than mine has so far today. So here's the deal. Yeah. So anyway, there was that. It's I've outgrown it. Frankly, I've said several times. I would have been more inclined regularly back in the day, kind of back when it was still not recreationally legal here in Colorado. First state to do that. Big boom. We're still feeling it. That's why none of us can afford houses or anything. But hey, we welcome you guys. Bring your tax dollars. We appreciate it. Anyway, um, it was about that time in my life. I was just like I don't enjoy, I don't enjoy it. And I say that in context, right? If you're in the right setting, I still have no problem. Like, oh yeah, all right, that's kind of cool. But those settings are few and far between. And I have, of my friends and acquaintances, coworkers, professional people I engage with, I know a very lot of them in staggeringly important positions. Use it as like I use alcohol as a relaxant and whatever else. And I certainly have no problem with that whatsoever. I think it definitely leaves me like you drink too much, you can have a hangover. I think you do that, and so many people that use it every day kind of never get out of it, so they don't notice because it's not like a hangover, but you feel a little cloudy after you've used it if you're used to being fully clear-headed and coming back. So yes, circumstances are right. It's fun, but just because it happens to be a given number day, no, that's not my deal. And last night in particular, or any of these with hockey and basketball and all that, I want to be clear. If I'm watching a game, I want to be like, yeah, what happened in that game? I forget. So there's the deal. But anyway, to all the folks who do that kind of thing, I hope you had a good time. I remember, it was just another excuse to be excited and have fun with spring coming back and all that when I was a college kid. And I know, I know, the late teens to 20 somethings around the world get very excited. So, being a big part of the Twitch audience, I hope you had a wonderful time. Uh, anyway, we're going to wrap up for a moment. And Skash, I'm glad you're here. You're you've all got a standing invitation. You know that, but come on back. We're going to restart. It may be just a few minutes. I think I want to reset everything and get a clean, fresh start. Because this whole timing sync thing between OBS and the Twitch stream saying it's been up longer than OBS thinks it's been throwing out packets. That scares me a little bit. I don't know what's going on here. So we'll figure it out. We'll get a fresh, clean start and head on out. Actually go on a boat adventure that's not just harvesting coal from the shoreline. But the XP will go chop some cows or chickens or something like that real quick, get another enchant before we head out, see what that's all about. Do a boat trip. I don't know, timing or anything like that on how long or far out we'll be, basically till we fill up and have to turn home. Then we'll come back, and at that point, maybe we turn back to the villages and at least get our breeding pair settled. Maybe we'll see how it feels. But anyway, for now, and for all the VOD viewers, for anybody who may be just stumbling by this video, if you made it through to the end, awesome. This is just part A of my streaming today. Normally we go at least 4 hours. We'll do that. But we're going to have a break here so I can get the recording stuff back in sync and not be lagging on chat or having to worry about I'm talking about stuff that you guys aren't seeing on screen. I don't know how all that's playing out. Obviously, I won't until later, but we'll get it sorted. I will be right back and look forward to a lot more fun with all of you when we go. So here we go. Saving and quitting. Stopping the stream. I will be right back. See ya. Get your popcorn. Get a little bio break. Move around while we got this built in, and we'll be right back.